Hello, coolers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona. In this episode, we are going to be discussing on two developing stories. We start with Ansu Fati, as the young prodigy reflects on wearing Messi's number 10 jersey, saying that it's a number with a huge history. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about the Antoine Griezmann situation, as Atletico Madrid president have recently offered an update on the situation. We are going to be discussing on that as well. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Since he burst onto the scene, Ansu Fati has been Barcelona's jewel in the crown. The La Masia graduate is easily one of the most gifted youngsters in world football and is destined to reach the top by those within the club. So much so that the 19-year-old was handed none other than Lionel Messi's iconic number 10 shirt after the club's legend departure to Paris Saint-Germain last year. Speaking to football emotion as relayed by Sport, the teenage sensation expressed his delight at being asked to don the legendary number on the back of his shirt for the Blaugrana. On the number 10 jersey, he said, "For me, it is an honor to wear the number 10 jersey and I want to thank Barca for giving me the opportunity to have it. It is a number with a huge history at the club. It makes me want to work and improve myself day by day and year after year." On debuting so early, Ansu Fati said, "It caught me off guard a bit, but in the end, with the help of my teammates and my family, I managed it quite well. My first few months with the first team were complicated, was a big change for me, but the veterans and teammates helped me a lot." On La Masia, he said, "Arriving at La Masia was incredible, the level they had, the facilities. I am privileged to have had the opportunity to come to La Masia." On music, he said, "I like to listen to a little bit of everything. Reggaeton, Afrobeat. I listen to Uzana a lot, Drake, and so on and so forth. I listen to Drake a lot, all because I have African roots and I really like the rhythm and the way he transmits the song." Why, there is no denying that Fati is the closest thing to rightful success, seeing one of the biggest and greatest ever players in Lionel Messi at the club. Injuries had halted the Wonder Kid's progress. Just last season, Ansu Fati missed a colossal of 35 games in all competitions due to a variety of injury issues. During the 2020-21, that is season before last, the Silky winger was forced out of action in as many as 47 matches across the board due to a muscle laceration issue. However, on the bright side, Ansu Fati is being eased into fitness in the ongoing term and yet has already registered a goal and 2 assists in La Liga so far. While the generational talent has that potential to do justice to the esteemed number, consistent minutes on the pitch are what will allow him to hit the height the world expects from him. Ansu Fati is playing well, and even though Xavi have not really started him in most matches, it's just because of the advice from the medical staff. We know Ansu Fati in the past 2 seasons have been injury prone, and it will be so risky for Barcelona to just start playing him consistently in every match from the first to the 90th minute. So that's why we can see the manager Xavi trying to at least try to ration his game time a bit, knowing fully well that Ansu Fati is not still that 100% fit. We know the last 2 seasons, this guy have been suffering a lot injury, and it has been a disappointing thing for all Barca fans, seeing Fati the way things have gone through, like the injuries, and most especially as he's the one who inherited Messi's number 10 shirt. And we know that number 10 shirt, not any kind of player wears that shirt. If you want to wear the shirt, then you need to be that consistent, you need to be world class like that. But Ansu Fati, to many Barca fans, have been a disappointment wearing the number 10 jersey because injury prone he is and everything like that. So let's hope that this season Ansu Fati remains fit for the majority of the campaign and we keep seeing the best. There is no doubt that Ansu Fati's talent, deserves him to be a starter for this Barca team. But when we look at the circumstances, the medical advice that Xavi is receiving from the from the Barcelona medical team, he can't just be starting Ansu Fati like that. We know that Ansu Fati have been suffering a lot with injuries, so we all want Ansu Fati to be fit, and that is why Xavi himself is so cautious. Ansu Fati always comes from the bench to play matches. Hardly do we see Ansu Fati start any game this season. So for now, that's the right approach, I think. But let's see how it goes. When he'll be 100% fit, then Xavi will be starting him on many occasions. So the player in his recent interview talking about the number 10 jersey that he inherited from Messi, and still talking about the fact that he's so happy and privileged to wear that iconic number, which is not meant for any kind of player. But if Barca can give him that number, which means they really trust in him, his abilities, his talents, and that's good. But what we the fans want is Ansu Fati, please stay strong, continue to be better and better, be consistent, and always deliver whenever you enter as a substitute. And moreover, your injuries should not be coming again. Then on to the next story of discussion. Atletico Madrid and FC Barcelona have embarked on a legal battle surrounding the loan deal of Antoine Griezmann, with Atleti not offering the Frenchman game time in a desperate attempt to avoid paying €40 million fee at the end of the season. Barcelona are seeking legal measures to intervene and avoid their interpretation of the loan deal. Amid all this intense legal battle, Atletico Madrid president Enrique Cerezo has offered an update on the situation, suggesting the club do not intend to reach any agreement with Barcelona. He said, "We have not met with Barcelona, nor do we intend to do so. Griezmann's story is pretty clear," said Cerezo, as quoted by Fabrizio Romano, whose management has sought possibilities to lower the net value of that permanent release clause in the past. "At the end, we are at the same point. Nothing has changed with FC Barcelona and Antoine Griezmann, same as the beginning of the season," the president added. Enrique Cerezo's comment suggests Atletico Madrid are remaining calm about the situation and are not worried about Barcelona's legal measures. They have an excellent legal team who believe they are not circumventing any law or the Spanish worker statute. Even La Liga's interpretation of the Griezmann loan has backed Atletico Madrid, suggesting the 50% clause is applicable all throughout the attacker's 2-year loan spell at the club, rather than only the first season, which is how Barca interpreted it. Nevertheless, Atleti are not out of the woods just yet, and they may still have to pay $40 million if Griezmann picks up long-term injury and gets sidelined for around 6 months. Even a 4-month spell on the sidelines could only require the attacker to play around 7 matches to meet the 50% criteria, thus forcing Atletico to pay a fortune at the end of the season. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.